Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new then welcome. Today's pick a card reading is a fun one. We are going to see what do strangers think when they stare at you. In front of me I have 3 different options, each with a different image. Choose the one that really calls out to you. This is group 1, group 2, and group 3. Okay, let's get started. Hey, group number 1. Okay, so what do strangers think when they stare at you? Okay, so we have the Lovers reversed. So the first thing that hit my mind when I saw that was player. Okay, nah, I'm kind of kidding, but what I get with that is actually that strangers see you and they know that you're a catch, and they're thinking, yeah, that person can get anyone they want. Like, I'm sure they get a lot of attention, they get hit up a lot. So honestly, you guys are seeming to be the type that kind of like would take a while to settle down or want to commit to somebody because you have so many choices. Okay, like that's what I'm getting as like that initial like what people think, okay, when they see you. And then with the 7 of Cups reversed here, this is more of like a current. I don't feel like this is like every time somebody sees you, but like currently when a stranger stares at you, they feel like you guys have something on your mind, okay? Like a more in depth with the 7 of Cups is like somebody who, you know, is having a hard time choosing something so they don't move forward. But like in your guys' case, what strangers are seeing is it's kind of like you have this like look on your face, like there's definitely something on your mind, okay? And with the 7 of Wands here, I'm getting like this feeling of just somebody who's like on a mission, okay? That's like you're just blazing down your path, and you come alive, and it's like you've got places to go and people to see and no time to chit chat, okay? That's interesting because I also have the 8 of Pentacles here, and I got the same vibe, okay? You are a woman or a man on a mission, group 1. And, you know, I feel like people are kind of like just observing you on the outside, but they're feeling, you guys have that feeling of like either keep up with me or you're going to be left out in the cold, okay? And it's like you're not even being mean about it. It's just like I said, like you guys you're very goal-driven and ambitious, and it's like you're juggling a lot right now, so you just have this vibe of like you're either like in or you're in the way, okay? That's actually a saying. It's kind of like you're either with me, you know, and you're gonna keep up, or like boy bye or girl bye, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, with the King of Swords here, it's like you have this laser-like focus on whatever it is that you're working on, and it's like you know that it requires a lot of your time, attention, and focus. And I feel like, you know, socializing and dating is all kind of fallen by the wayside currently for you guys. I do feel like it'll become more balanced, but as of right now, like your current energy is just showing that you guys are like come across like, you know, not only do you have something on your mind, but you got stuff you need to get done, and you're just, like I said, like blazing down this path, and people are either, you know, can keep up with you or they get left behind currently. It's like the vibe you've got. Okay, so going back off like the 7 of Wands, this also came through. I'm not trying to start no drama, okay? So you guys definitely have this vibe of like, not only do I not really have time to like socialize this and that, like you do here and there, but like you're like, I don't have time to associate with people where there's just unnecessary drama, you know what I mean? So it's like you're clearing out as far as that goes. You're not dealing with people that bring unnecessary drama. In fact, I have that Fergie song going through my head with that. We don't want no drama. No, 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 no drama. Okay, so what else am I seeing here? Okay, I'm actually, with this card, I'm seeing that you guys come across like a source of light in the dark. You're intuitive, spiritual. I'm actually getting heavy, like you could be in the spotlight, group 1, okay? Like a social media influencer. So it's kind of like the strangers that stare at you are your viewers, okay? So that's interesting. I feel like you come across like this source of light in the dark to them. And, you know, along with that comes the whole like, you definitely have people crushing on you, okay? With my love card here, some people just find you guys to be not only attractive, but they love what you have to say. They just love your energy and the way that you are. So, you know, naturally you're going to have people crushing on you, as well as, you know, you come across as an inspiration to people, a source of light in the dark. You guys definitely have this shock factor with people. I feel like, you know, you can be blunt, just tell it like it is. And, you know, you guys are the type that says what people are thinking. You're not afraid to rock the boat. And, you know, it's just you being true to you. And those that love your style are going to gravitate towards it and appreciate that you are just who you are. We also have Pisces coming through, so it's possible you guys could be a Pisces. But even more so than that, what I'm getting is like you have this intuitive side to you as well as a creative side to you. And going off the creativity, I feel like a lot of you are gifted with your hands in particular. Okay, so I'm getting like, this is interesting. So some of you could be like massage therapists, but I'm also getting like some kind of handcrafted like jewelry or something, okay? And I feel like, yeah, you know, people are definitely like, they love what you do, like whatever it is that you do with your hands, whether it's massaging or like handcrafted jewelry, it could be items, okay, some kind of product. Yeah. You guys definitely get people believing that anything is possible. That's why I'm really getting like definite strong, like you're in the spotlight vibes with that. And I think that's where the majority of the strangers see you. I mean, yes, they see you in person too, but I'm just getting like, but it's funny because even though like these are strangers, if you are in the spotlight, it's also kind of like your fam though. You know what I mean? So yeah. People often feel like when they come across you that it was destiny. Now this could be as far as the crushes go, but even more so than that, what I'm getting is like going back to that inspiration. You make people believe anything is possible. It's like, okay, when you guys are inspired to give a message to others, it's like, it's such divine timing when it hits somebody, okay? So if you're ever doubting about that, don't, because this is confirmation that no, you're right on, okay? Yeah, so all in all, like you make strangers or people, right? Strangers are just friends we haven't met yet. You make them want to be a better person. Going back to the what card, you guys also got thrill seekers. So there is something about you guys that also comes across like a thrill seeker. And I just get this like edginess to you, like you're not afraid to rock the boat, you're not afraid to push the envelope, okay, when it comes to trying new things, and it gets other people wanting to do the same, okay? It's like you don't live your life in a box. You are like, what can I do to switch things up? Okay, so now I'm kind of getting like kind of get an air sign vibe, honestly. Like I want to say Aquarius, Gemini energy coming through now. But, you know, it's kind of fiery too, I feel. Either way, it doesn't matter. My point is, it's like you guys are very innovative. You're very like, how can I do what nobody else is doing? You know, like that's kind of mindset. And it inspires people because they're like, wow, I never would have thought of that, but that's awesome, whatever it is. So keep running with your inspired ideas, group one. You also come across as very passionate people, okay? Somebody who definitely believes in what they do and they are all about what they do, and it just shows, pours through in everything that you do. And, you know, it just, I feel like people honestly just gravitate towards you guys like a magnet because of, you just do things in such a unique way. Okay, and this is like a side note that wanted to come through, but somebody really misses you guys in the lyrics. I smile at the chance just to see you again. Okay, so that's like that's foster the people miss you. But Yeah, so if you've been missing somebody who's on your mind, they're also missing you as well, group 1. Okay, group number 1, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments, and if it does, don't forget to give it a like. Thank you all so much for being here. Bye, guys. Hey, group number 2. So what do strangers think when they stare at you? Okay, so the first thing we have is the 3 of Pentacles reversed. And what came to me were actually these lyrics. You've got to be somebody's baby. You must be somebody's baby. You're so fine. Yeah, so people instantly see you guys as being a catch. So they're like, there's no way you're single, okay? Which is interesting because I got like the same message for group 1, but in a completely different way. They're like, there's no way they're taken because they can afford to be so choosy, you know, that they don't see them settling down. But you, it's kind of got the opposite feel. People see you and think, wow, you're such a catch. Like, there's no way you're single. Like, somebody is with you. So that's interesting. Okay, so with the 4 of Cups here, I'm actually getting, okay, so this is more of an intuitive read on this than it is what the 4 of Cups means, is that I actually get that you guys come across like you're trendy, and there's like, you have some kind of like different look to you as well as your style, okay? So I would say it's like you guys have some kind of edgy, artistic look to you as well as style, okay? So maybe your hair's done different than the norm, or the clothes that you wear, your makeup, just something about you stands out in a different way than most people. And I would describe it as being edgy, okay? You guys look like you could be in a band, is what I'm seeing with that. Okay, so with the 9 of Pentacles here, you guys definitely come across like, you know, you have this independent vibe, which is interesting because it's a little contradictory to the first one. Like on one hand, people assume that you're taken, but on the other hand, you do come across with this fierce confidence, like, I'm cool with or without, like with somebody or without somebody, okay? So it's a very powerful vibe to be in, and that's what you guys exude. So nobody really knows with you, but, you know, you just come across like if you want someone, you'll be with somebody. If you don't, you know, people see you as being complete and whole anyway. You don't have that needy vibe to you, group 2. In fact, you seem very goal-driven is what I'm getting. Okay, and then we have the 4 of Wands, which is, you know, a very celebratory feeling. So it's interesting. So on one hand, I feel like strangers, what makes them stare is like, sometimes you guys can come across as being very business-like, but with the 4 of Wands here, this is more you're like, woohoo, like I'm having fun, you know, like life of the party vibes. So you guys can definitely come across as being either way because you have very interesting balance of both, okay? So you can be very professional and business-like and like no nonsense, like let's get this done. And then you can also come across as being like just having fun no matter what you're doing. With the 6 of Pentacles here, there's definitely something coming across with you guys, like you're of service to others somehow, okay? And I feel like people admire that you have this want to help make people's lives better somehow by doing what you're passionate about. In fact, with that, it's possible for some of you, you are a social media influencer, and if not, I feel like you could be very vocal on social media and post, you know, a lot of inspiring posts, messages that ignite something within others. Okay, so a lot of times like strangers that hit your DMs up feel like, you know, you're there one minute and you're not the next. They don't really know what to make of you. So you guys kind of come across as being hard to get But honestly, I feel like you guys, you're a catch and you are intuitive. So it's kind of like you just know, like, when somebody's not it, is what I'm getting. And some of you take a while to get back to people, I feel. But, these strangers, whether they're in your DMs or they follow you on social media or in person, they all view you guys like a mega babe, okay? Fact, I get that a lot of people see you guys as being like an innocent baddie, okay? So that's interesting to see. So on one hand, you look really attractive, but you also have like this innocent side to you, okay, that comes through. So that's an interesting combination to have, group 2. And once again, okay, there is something coming through about your style. I feel like it's just different and unique and edgy, and strangers also love your smile. I feel like it puts them at ease. They instantly feel like they've known you. Okay, so that's like how you guys connect with strangers instantly, okay? It's like your smile. Also, okay, you guys definitely come across as being intuitive as well as deep. I feel like you're very wise. And a lot of people are taken aback by that, especially if you're like younger, they view you like an old soul. Like, you're definitely youthful and fun, but I'm just saying, as far as like the wisdom that comes out of you, people are like, what? Okay. So yeah, keep speaking your truth, group 2. There's something about you guys, though, that definitely also comes across like an earth sign, though, to people. You just have this genuineness to you that seems very down to earth and makes you seem like a solid individual. And I feel like people pick up on that immediately with you. Okay, that's a bit more like a first impression, but it wanted to come through. And okay, so for those of the strangers that get to know you even more, they know that you guys are the type, like, if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try again, again. Okay, so you guys are like unstoppable. You have this drive and this fire within you that even if like you run across obstacles or, things appear to backfire, it's like you keep getting up. And, you come back wiser, stronger, okay, like better than before. And you show others that they can do it too. Like, it doesn't matter how many obstacles or what the obstacle is. It's like when you're determined, you're going to hit the ground running and you're going to find a way. And that's really inspiring, group 2. Okay, group 2, this is interesting that an Aquarius came through. As far as somebody who's crushing on you guys, okay? Yeah, it made its way in this reading. And they also say, I have felt instantly connected since we first met, okay? All right, group number 2, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. Thank you all so much for being here. Bye, guys. Hey, group number 3. Okay, so what do strangers think when they stare at you? Okay, group number 3, we start off with the Page of Wands here. So, you come across like this person who's just kind of like living it up in the moment, okay? And people are like, wow, I wonder what that person's up to. They seem like somebody who's interesting and that I'd like to get to know, okay? Because you just come across like you're like enthusiastic about whatever it is that you're doing and about life, okay? Like, this girl is just in her element, doing her thing, and she just looks like she's having a great time, whether she's with somebody or not. And I feel like that's exactly how you guys are. Like, you just make the most of the moment, and you appear like you're having a good time to strangers, and they want to know more. Okay, so with the 7 of Wands here, okay, so instantly what came to me when I saw this was that you guys are definitely in a place in life right now where you value peace over drama. And, you may have even cut off from people that you once considered, friends or even family members who just had this realization like they didn't have your best interest at heart is what I'm seeing. And it's like you're putting you first. and you're doing what's right for you. And, you know, as far as what strangers see when they, like when strangers meet you, it's like they get that from you. Okay, you definitely have this vibe and this aura about you where you make it clear, like, you know, you're not going to mess around with those that drain you, that bring you down, that cause unnecessary drama. So I do feel like you're pretty upfront about that, and that's how strangers would know that about you. Or maybe you post on social media stuff about that. Okay, something is coming across the strangers where they know this. So with the Eight of Pentacles, I feel like you guys are you definitely have a laser-like focus when it comes to whatever you're working on, whether that's work or a hobby or like a side hustle. I'm just getting like you guys constantly come across like you're working on something, okay? And often it takes up a lot of your time, energy, and focus. So sometimes I feel like friends or those that you're close to you could go like long periods of time without talking to them, whether it's throughout the day or weeks, months, I don't know, you know, it's going to be different for all of you. So it's kind of like people kind of feel like they're left in the dark. Okay, it's like but as far as what strangers think when they stare at you, well, if they get to see you working, like it depends on what, you know, if you're out in the public or not when it comes to whatever it is that you're working on. They see you as somebody who's super driven, super focused, and like kind of like I'm there to do the job and get the job done. And, you know, if I feel like talking, I'll talk, but if not, I won't. So, you know, definitely with this card and the Magician, you come across as being really mysterious to people. Like they want to get to know you. There's something about you that's intriguing just from looks alone and how you operate, you know, how you move, what you do. But like, people definitely don't feel like they know you. Okay, this Magician card in particular gives a very mysterious vibe. This group definitely, I feel like, likes to wear hoodies and, you know, just kind of like do their own thing. Yeah, you're just completely happy doing your own thing is what I'm seeing. So people, you know, you got them wondering about you. Like, who are you? What are you like? What are you working on? Okay, like, just a bunch of questions I feel like pop into strangers' minds when they see you. Okay, we also have the Ten of Pentacles. So that gives the impression to me that like some of you might come across like you have a lot of money. So maybe you post like material possessions that you own, or others of you, I feel like it's, you know, strangers know that family means the world to you. Maybe you post a lot of family pics. Okay, that's going to be different for all of you, but something's coming through as far as either what you own or your family meaning a lot to you. Okay, so let's take a look even further. Okay, so we have my outspoken card. So you guys, you know, you definitely, when you want to be outspoken, you come across as being outspoken, life of the party, okay, just having a great time. You get people living it up in the moment as well, I feel. Stylish. Okay, so strangers definitely stare at you. They like your style. I feel like it looks unique. You're just like uniquely your own person. You guys also come across as being a hottie, okay? You guys have such a nonchalant way about it, though. I feel like you're not even trying, and it makes you even more attractive to people. Like, you'll be off doing your own thing, and honestly, what's more attractive than that? Like, somebody doing what they're passionate about, and that's you guys. And people are just, like, staring at you if they get to see what you do, whether it's on social media or in person. Yeah, and with the sunglasses, like, you were just so, like... Okay, so you're definitely driven, but you also have this laid back nature where you're just like, you're cool and attractive without even trying. And, you know, just, yeah, I just feel like you being you, group 3, it's just got people really wondering about you and wanting to get to know you. You also come across as being so unapologetically yourself. I know, though, that my group 3s can definitely be, like, introverted, but I feel like you're extroverted when you want to be. And then it's like you go from being in your own little world, in your introverted world, to, like, the life of the party. You guys definitely, though, aren't afraid to debate on things though that are dear to your heart, like beliefs that you hold true to you. You'll be blunt about it. You will speak your mind, and it's just you being true to yourself. But you guys are very knowledgeable, so it's almost like you think, okay, yeah, step to me, like I dare you. Like I will own this topic. You guys are definitely driven by whatever you're passionate about, okay? Very fiery in that way. Like I'm not necessarily getting that you're a fire sign. You might have a strong fire placement though, like moon or rising. But yeah, you guys, driven by your passions. That's why you can spend long times like creating, making things, you know, and just being in your element, in your zone, and doing whatever ignites that inspiration within you. When it comes to making friends with people or having people interested in you, you often come across as like being the opposite of like what they're used to. Could be dating, could be friends, but people are like, yeah, you're different, but I like it. Okay, group 3, that's interesting. Definitely your own unique flavor. Okay, let's see. You guys are always coming across, though, to anybody, strangers or people that know you, like you are building yourself up, you're building your life up, you are like the phoenix rising from the ashes, okay? You come back better, stronger, wiser each and every time. You have this perseverance and this drive within you that is really like unbeatable and admirable. Like people that know your story or know what any like bit of what you've been through, and I feel like that's whatever you've revealed, okay? It's like they're intrigued and inspired and admire you. Very strong, group 3. You guys are very strong individuals, inside as well as outside. Okay, going back though to that playful, lighthearted Page of Wands energy, you guys definitely have this spontaneity about you. And it's my whistle while you work. You just have fun, even if you're like at work or shopping or something. Like you make that fun though. You just have this like spin on it, like a fun spin on anything you do. And I feel like people love being around you because of that. But yeah, like strangers will definitely stare at you though. Like they'll be like, what is that person doing? What are they up to? And you're just like, woo, you know, just randomly singing or dancing, and you could be shopping or in your car or something like that. This is kind of like more like when you're talking to people that you don't really know, okay, that could be interested in you. Sometimes you guys come across like you have back and forth vibes, like one minute you're interested, the next minute people don't hear from you, or it takes you a while to get back to them. So in a way, you guys are kind of seen to be like hard to get. Okay, so we have my shot card. So, you know, you guys have this way about you where you're already mysterious to begin with, but like the more people get to know you, the more like all of a sudden like that spontaneity comes out. And, you know, you guys say or do something that like throws people and they don't know what to expect from you. So in that way, you guys are seen to be like exciting. I also feel like my group 3 is a bit of a thrill seeker. Okay, so you guys could do something that maybe not a lot of people do that they find to be really like brave. So yeah, you could like if you're at an amusement park, you guys would be the type to go on like every ride, okay? Or the rides that like people are scared to go on, like that type of thing. But it doesn't have to just be that. I just hear you guys being like, woohoo, you know, just like living it up and having fun. Okay, group number 3, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. Thank you all so much for being here. Bye, guys.